Today we're going to talk about the power of conquering your days. But before we start that, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to select the like whenever you finish watching this video. The power of conquering your days. In the early days of the steam engine, scientists urged that the speed on the locomotives or on the train should be capped, because it was the thought that if it's not capped, when it reaches a certain speed, the human body would explode. What happened? Some brave souls decided they were going to go on a train that went beyond that speed. And by going on a train that went beyond that speed and pushing their limits and pushing the boundaries, they realized that the human body does not explode whenever it reaches that set speed that they were urging. So hence, a cap wasn't placed on. That's what we're going to be talking about today when we talk about the power of conquering your days. You see, when you conquer your days, you have to move beyond the point of comfort. You have to move beyond the point where you're comfortable, and you have to grow. You have to be like a seedling in the soil and learn that you don't just belong in the soil. Nestled within you is potential. Nestled within you is greatness. Nestled within you is the DNAs to grow and to become something great. But you will not understand that unless key things occur in your life. Number one, you have to learn to push your boundaries. You're going to have to learn to grow. You're going to have to learn to level up. Surround yourself with people who have been further on than you are, that could encourage you to grow up and be more than you are. That will encourage you to come up here. That will encourage you to strive for greatness. That will encourage you not only to do things with a spirit of excellence, but come to the point where you step into your genius zone. Come into the point where you are operating out of the true potential that's nestled within you. So you have to surround yourself with people who are grown, who are growing, and who have gone down the path that you have gone, so they could encourage you to move forward. One of the things that I love to do every day when I get up is make my bed. Because when I make my bed and I make all the corners straight and I put all the pillows and put everything where it needs to go, that's one complete task. And every task that I do throughout the day is judged by that one complete task. It gets the day going. It gets everything fired up and gets me moving, so then I could conquer my day. The next thing about conquering your day is to make sure that you're in the right environment. The environment has to be conducive for growth. You want to surround yourself with people who you can ask questions of, people who will help you to learn, people who know where to find resources, and people who are themselves learning. And as a result of that, the environment is conducive. There's an environment, an excitement, an environment of encouragement, an environment of growth. You see, you will accelerate forward when you're in the correct environment. Too many times what we do, we like to hang with people just to hang with people, but the environments that you're in, they're always down in the dumps. They don't put nothing in their well, so nothing comes up out of the well. You have to surround yourself with people who are skillful in depositing things in their well, who are skillful in growing themselves, who are skillful in learning, who are skillful in mastering their emotional quotient, who are skillful in the art of encouraging others, who are skillful in the art of speaking with wisdom. And as you do that, you create the conducive environment for you to grow. You create the conducive environment for you to master your day. You create the environment for you to propel and accelerate forward. You cannot go forward and you cannot conquer your day if you're not moving and realizing that this is the day that your creator have made. And this is the day that you're going to rejoice and you're going to be glad in it. You're not going to sit down underneath the circumstances. You're not going to listen to what other people are saying about you. But within you, there's going to be this inner giant that says, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. I'm going to succeed. Watch me go through this day. Watch me get this done. A third thing about conquering your day is that you have to realize that your creator will not give you more than what you could bear. I like one of my good friends always repeats, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. No matter what circumstance, no matter what hardship, no matter what tough point that you're in, it will pass. But you have to go through it. I grew up in the Caribbean, and we experience a lot of hurricanes. A hurricane is coming, you prepare for it. Then you get in the house and you wait it out. But you don't jump out the door or open the door and run out into the storm and say, oh my gosh, I can't take any more of this. You stay put. You stay put and you wait it out. You play games, you sing, you sleep, you do whatever. But you wait it out until the storm is over. So as you go through things in life, you have to remember and realize that your creator will not give you more than what you could bear. And what you're going through, you have the strength. You have what it takes to go through it and come out on the other end. It might feel like life is burying you, but what truly is that you are being planted. You are being planted. So if you draw closer to that river of life, if you draw closer to that source of your strength, if you draw closer to that source of your understanding, you'll realize the light of his love, the light of his grace, the light of his presence will start flowing and start shining through the situations that you have. And as a result of that, you will find hope and you will find peace and you'll find joy start effervescing, erupting, bubbling up, coming up, flowing out from deep within. You see, that leads me to point number 4. In order to conquer your day, you have to learn to live from the inside out, not the outside in. You have to learn that you have to grow. Your growth, your strength has to flow from the inside out instead of the outside in. If it flows from the outside in, what happens? People's words, people's thoughts, people's opinions, what happens around you are going to throw you off the track and they're going to make you feel inadequate. But when you learn to live from the inside out, you realize that you're fearfully and you're wonderfully made in the image of your creator. You realize that you have the mind of your creator. You realize that you could learn and you could do and you could aspire and you could be anything that you want to be. It doesn't matter about the color of your skin or your socio-economic background. All what matters is that the greatest force in all of history or the greatest force in all of the universe is 100% for you. And if you realize that and you live out of that principle and you live out of that understanding, you will find that nothing is impossible. You see, when people come up against you, you realize that the forces that are for you are greater than the forces that are against you. And you won't wallow down in the mud and you won't sit around and say, woe is me, because you realize that you could truly walk in peace. You could truly walk in love. You could truly walk in grace. You could truly walk in an understanding that you can conquer your day. You could truly understand if you're 6 feet above ground, it's a blessing. If you're breathing, it's a blessing. If you're seeing things, it's a blessing. And as you understand that and you start living from the inside out, you start moving in that joy. You start moving in that love. You start moving in that grace. And now the fifth point in conquering your day is that you learn to be a servant leader. Learn to lead and do things just like Jesus did. Learn to love on others. You see, it's not about you bossing over people or you telling people what to do. You see, when you start serving people and you genuinely love people and you genuinely care for people, you will find that as you start serving your employees and you genuinely love them and you genuinely care about them, what happens is that they will willingly follow you. You'll find that as you start genuinely give your customers customer service and you start helping them and you love on them and you care for them and you not only look at them as just a part of my puzzle and then I'm the other part of the puzzle and they don't intermingle. You look at them as individuals. You look at them as persons and you serve them and you love on them. Then all of a sudden you realize you'll have loyal customers. You'll have people that will follow you. You have people that will help you, that people that will grow you. You have people that will strengthen you. You see, when you do that in schools or you do that in any organization, what you'll find is that you don't have to worry about leading because people will just genuinely follow you because what happens, you are going about and you're caring about them and you're loving on them and you're caring for them. When leadership or anything of that nature becomes that of a tyrant or becomes that where you're lording over people, it doesn't work, because what happens, it becomes slavish. It's almost like a people are being bossed around. But then when the true nature of your creator is exhibited within it, when love, grace, and peace and honor is placed within it, what happens? People feel a sense of togetherness. People feel a sense of belonging. People feel a sense of being part of the team. As you go through life, you always have to remember this. Some people will always, they will quicker sink the ship because they're not the captain than to work along with other people. So as you go through the day and as you conquer your day, always remember that. Because there are people that will try to tell you you are not good enough. There are people that will try to belittle you. There are people that will try to tell you that you can't make it. But then you have to believe in yourself, and you have to know that the one above is on your side. And if he's on your side in your endeavor, if he's on your side of what you're doing, and you're doing what you're doing out of a heart of love and out of a heart of grace, you can truly conquer your day because he is in the center of your day. So your day has to have your creator as the center of it. And from that center, that love flows. From that center, that grace flows. So go out there today and have an awesome growth day and learn the power of conquering your day. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. When you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell, because the bell will notify you. It will give you a nice little ding whenever I add a new video, and you will be able to enjoy something new. God bless you.